Welcome to Adventures Around Australia channel. Just thought I'd show you the vehicle that I've been building up the last couple of months for doing a tour around Australia. So it's a 2016 Mazda BT50, the 3.2 turbo diesel. So what I thought I'd do is just start at the front of the vehicle, just work my way around and show you what I've done. Hopefully save you a bit of time, give you a few tips and hopefully save you a bit of money. Okay, so we'll just start at the front here. So up the front, just got one of the ARB Summit bull bars. Now at the top here, this is one of the cellular antennas. This is for our Cell Fi Go. When we're in some of the more remote rural areas, we can use our Cell Fi Go with this antenna connected, and it'll boost our signal to give us better reception. On this side, just a standard UHF aerial, so it's great for sort of getting some road reports and see what's happening on the highways. Now let's have a quick look under the bonnet here. Okay, so around this side, fitted one of the Steinbauer performance enhancements for the motor. So this is just a plug and play device, so it basically just plugs into your injectors, and this will actually boost your kilowatts from 147 to 176, so it's around sort of 20% power gain. So it gives you a bit of extra power, a bit of extra torque, which is great for when you're doing four-wheel driving and if you're towing a caravan. Okay, so just have a quick look around this side. Now it's a bit hard to see, but I've just got the exhaust done, so it's just a 3-inch exhaust straight through to make the car breathe a lot better. Also on the side here, just went for the TJM AirTech snorkel. They're a pretty good fit, and up the top here I do have one of the Unifilter socks that go on the top, just for when we're travelling on dirt roads or we're travelling in convoy on dirt roads, so just to stop the dust getting sucked into the snorkel. Okay, so just underneath here, I just got the standard suspension upgrade for most Dualcab utes. So this is upgraded shocks, upgraded springs, and also the rear leaf springs, and also a bit of a lift. So this should give us a bit more capability off-road, and also sort of increase our weight carrying capacity. Okay, also while we're down here, the wheels and tyres, just went for the BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2s. So these are 265/70 R17s. Okay, so we'll just have a quick look down the side here. So I've just got some towing mirrors. Now, I was going to get the clear view mirrors, but they are pretty pricey, so these are just a eBay aftermarket towing mirror, very similar to Clearview, but yeah, a lot cheaper. So these just slide out like that when you're towing, and also if you're driving through some narrow tracks, you can just fold them in like that. Now these were very easy to fit. They also have indicators and that built in, and that was also plug and play. So okay, moving along, let's have a quick look inside the cab here. So in here, I've just got one of the electronic throttle controllers. Now this just takes some of the lag out of your acceleration. It's adjustable. It gives you a lot better response time when you're accelerating. If you're in a challenging situation, four-wheel driving, you've got that immediate response for acceleration. Also in here, you can see over on the dash there, I've just mounted a tablet there just for all of our mapping, wiki camps and music. Yeah, and we've also got just a UHF radio mounted in there. Okay, so up the top here we got one of the Rhino Pioneer trays. Now I went for the Rhino Pioneer tray. It's fully aluminium, so it's a lot lighter. It's got really good strength. It's got 4 tie down points in each corner, so the plan is to put like a waterproof bag up the top here and put some of our lighter camping equipment up the top here. Okay, so we'll have a quick look at the canopy now. So as you can see up the back here, I've actually mounted 2 160 watt solar panels, so it's a total of 320 watt, and you can see here where the power from the panels just feeds straight down through the roof into the DC to DC converter. Okay, so we'll just have a quick look now in the canopy. Now the canopy is a Roscoe aluminium canopy. It's not a slide-on one; it's a bolt-on one. So it bolts to the chassis. So yeah, great canopy. Now added to this, I did put on some heavy-duty Dunn Watson mudguards. These are laser cut. They just bolted straight on, so they're great for doing some four-wheel driving. Now in the back here, this is all our power set up for off-grid camping and free stops. So as I said before, the power from the panels comes straight through the roof here, feeds straight into the Red Arc DC to DC charger, and this basically regulates the power and keeps these batteries charged. Now up here also I've got a smart charger. This is for if it's overcast or we're camped in the shade for a week or so. We can plug a generator straight into here, a little generator, and just to boost the batteries up, or you can plug that into a powered site if it's overcast for a week or so and the batteries, the panels just aren't getting enough sun. Okay, on the side here it's a Red Arc inverter, so just a smaller inverter, 350 watt. So we don't plan on running a huge amount of powerful devices. This is mostly just to charge a couple of laptops, some of our camera gear and phones. Okay, so this on the side here, this is one of the projector battery monitors. Now this is great. It takes the guesswork out of how much power you've got. So straight away you can see there it's 100%, so the system's in idle status. And you can see there the battery health, the power remaining, and it's in idle status because it's 100%. So it's basically saying that it doesn't need any more power at the moment, so the batteries are just about full. Okay, so you can see there's a couple of USB ports, a couple of cigarette ports, and I've got all my different cords here, USB cords, camera cords, spare fuses, everything there ready to go. And the batteries I've got here, so it's they're 2 Century 120 amp AGM batteries. They're a deep cycle AGM battery, so it's a total of 240 amp hours. I did look into getting lithium batteries, and the price point at this point in time was just too much in comparison. Once lithium comes down in price, I have set this up so we can later on swap these out for lithium if we want to. But yeah, the price point was huge, so I'm going to see how these go. So they're 120 amps each, Century AGM batteries, so it's a total of 240 amp hours. So yeah, I think that should be enough. That should be more than enough for us to to do everything that we need to do. Also in this canopy, you can see up the top here, I've installed some LED lights. Now these are a great unit. They're all fully sealed. They're all plugged into the 12-volt system. And you can see there, once I turn that light on, this projector battery monitor is straight away, you can see up the top there, it's taking 0.7 of an amp, but then it's also putting power in from the panels. So you can see it there, as soon as you turn the light on, it starts telling you how much power is being used, but at the moment there's that much light coming onto the panels that it's not really discharging too much at all. Okay, so also these lights, they've actually got two different modes. So there's a standard LED light and there's also the orange light, which is great for insects, and yeah, the insects just aren't attracted to the orange light nowhere near as much as the white light, so that should be great when we're camped in the bush. Okay, so as you can see here in the back here, I've put some heavy duty marine carpet in the back, sort of that should help things sliding around too much. And I've also in the back here, I've fully insulated the canopy, so you can see up on the top here on this door, all of the doors I've fully insulated with this, it's called thermal break, and it's basically it's an 8mm foil insulation with foam in the middle. And now this is the same stuff they use in sheds and houses, and this is great. This stuff, this will actually reduce the temperature in this canopy compared to the cab by about 6 or 7 degrees on average. I have done some testing with a wireless temperature gauge in the canopy and one in the cab, and yeah, it makes a great difference, like 6 or 7 degrees from what I have observed so far, which is great for if you've got fridges and all the electrical equipment. You don't want any of this stuff getting too hot in the canopy, so well worthwhile insulating your canopy. Okay, so we'll have a look around the back here. Now up the back here, it's all of your sort of standard towing equipment. I do have a reverse camera on here just for when we're backing up to hook the caravan on. I've actually put this little red zip tie on there just so I can see with the camera, and I can try and line up exactly where the tow ball is. Okay, so under here, just got your standard caravan fittings. Now this Anderson connection, that's for the alternator. So when we're towing, you basically hook the caravan up there, and the alternator will charge the two auxiliary batteries in the back, and it'll also charge the batteries in the caravan when you're travelling along with the alternator. Now, once you're pulled up, it's just a matter of disconnecting the cord from your camper trailer or caravan, the Anderson connection, and plugging it straight in up here to your auxiliary Anderson connection. So this Anderson connection just draws purely off your auxiliary batteries. So if you've got a camper trailer or a caravan, you can just plug that in there, and it'll use the power from those two batteries in the back, and also it'll charge with those solar panels up the top there. Okay, also under here I've got a 60 litre tank that I've mounted up under the tray. Now I've actually run the hose like through the chassis, so I didn't actually bother installing a 12-volt pump. I've set it up so it's just gravity feed, and the pressure is actually not too bad. As you can see, that's just gravity feed, so that's plenty of pressure for getting a bit of extra water. Okay, so we'll have a quick look around this side. Now around this side, I've set this up for basically our sort of slide out kitchen. Now we've got the standard angle fridge here. Now I've got two of the Kick-Ass fridge slides. These are a great product, great value for money. This one here, I've actually mounted this as one unit, so I've actually attached the drawer to the top of the fridge slide just using a couple of 90-degree brackets. So it's yeah, just a standard Titan drawer up the top here. This is just for all our kitchen bits and pieces, cutlery, cups, plates, all that sort of stuff. Now underneath this drawer, I've just mounted a bamboo bench top. Now this is just this is another eBay job. This is just a bamboo cutting board, and it just fit perfectly inside these Kick-Ass fridge slides, which would be great for preparing food and yeah, getting a few things ready. Okay, so also under these slides, built into these, they've also got like a little cutting board, which is great. So if you want to just pull up and chop a few things up, it's great for that. Now on this side, exactly the same slide. This one's got the standard angle fridge on it. It slides out like that, so you can get in the back there and get everything out the fridge. I do have a little 12-volt kettle there, and this one is also the same, so you've got a little cutting board that comes out there like that. Now I've got this slide's actually set up for a bigger fridge, about a 60-litre fridge. This one's about a 45, so I've got a bit of extra room here, so I thought I might put a few condiments and bits and pieces in the front here. So these just slide in just like that, and it's a great setup. On this side I've also got another one of the LED lights up here, and up the top here you can see I've insulated all the doors, so if you're standing under here in the blazing sun, it's, you know, straight away it's a lot cooler from being insulated. So I've got another little light up here as well. It's all sort of plugged into the auxiliary battery setup. Okay, so moving along up the top here, just got one of the standard King's roll-out awnings. This is just a 2 metre by 3 metre out. Yeah, you can't go past the King stuff, that like value for money wise. Yeah, so I've gone for that. Like later on, I would like to possibly put one of the batwing awnings on that wraps around the back, but for the time being, I'll see how this one goes. Okay, so also on the side here, this is where I fill up my fuel, and I've also got a fill up point here for the water tank. So you'll see the water tank a bit more under there. So it's a 60-litre tank. It sits up under there with a couple of metal brackets under the canopy, and I've actually fed the pipe through the chassis. So now over here, this is just my fill up point for the water tank. So I just take that cap off. I've just got a standard tap fitting there, so this just screws straight onto here, and you just pull up and just hook your tap or hook your hose straight up there and fill up your tank. And there's also a breather built into it, so it fills up really quickly, and away you go. Once the tank's full, you just take that off, put your cap back on. Yeah, and it's all sealed up, no dust or anything can get in there. That's about it with the vehicle, guys. If you've got any questions or you've asked for any advice about anything, yeah, feel free to send me a message. I'm happy to answer any of your questions. I'll also attach some links from all the stuff that I've purchased for the car. And yeah, look for our next video. Our next one will go through our caravan, and we'll show you sort of how we set that up. So yeah, we're planning on heading off in the next couple of weeks, doing a lap around Australia. So yeah, please, if you like this video, yeah, subscribe and share with your friends. That'd be great. Thanks, guys.